Hello, good morning. So welcome back to another video. It's been a couple weeks, but I want to share with you all today some of the vitamins that I take, especially with winter coming upon us here soon. I was actually just going through my vitamin drawer, about to put in orders and just preparing for the winter. And I thought I would just turn on the camera and share with you all some of the vitamins that I take. And to be honest, I tend to be less disciplined about taking vitamins during the summer in general. And I feel like it's kind of because, of course, in the summer, I have more access to really fresh produce. I'm outside getting a lot of sun. I like to get out and walk every day. Actually, I just came from my daily walk. And some of you know how I love to walk, and I actually did a video on the benefits of daily walking. So if you haven't checked that out, please go ahead and check it. I'll leave the link below. But during the summer months, I try to get out and walk as much as possible. It's just one of those things I really love and enjoy. So I'm just coming in from a long, relaxing walk, and I'll share with you some of the vitamins that I like to take. And let me know, how do you feel about taking vitamins? I have kind of gone back and forth. At times that I do, at times I don't. But over the last couple of years, I've become more disciplined with regard to taking certain vitamins, and I've actually really tuned into how I feel, kind of did some observational studies with regard to how I feel when I'm taking certain vitamins, which is why I've decided to stick with certain things. So I'm going to share with you some of the vitamins that I like to take, why I take them, and those types of things. But before I get into all that, let me introduce myself because I've been gone for a couple weeks. And so I'm out of practice. My name's Dr. Nicola Shawn. I'm a nurse practitioner with a background in family medicine. Here on this channel, I talk about things related to health, wellness, nutrition, and travel. And here we are creating a life that we want to live rather than one that has been assigned to us as Black women. So here I try to just share information and education all around related to health and wellness, so that we can just live our best lives. So if that is something that you're interested in, please go ahead and put a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, leave me a little comment. How about just drop a heart? Drop a heart below. That'll tell me that you are here. So thank you so much for joining me. And so we're gonna get into it, but before I do, let me just say that so I've been gone for a couple weeks, and as you all know, this is a very small YouTube channel with a very intimate group of us. And so I will just say that, to be completely honest, since I've been off for the last couple weeks and not been posting videos, one of the things that I thought about is just peace of mind and how important peace of mind is to our overall health and wellness. And there's nothing that you can do for yourself in terms of your overall health and wellness more than allowing yourself to have peace of mind. It's priceless. And so I say that to say that being that I'm a small YouTuber, I'm actually grateful for where I'm at on this journey. I have just about 200, a little more than 200 subscribers, and I've been on YouTube for, I think it's been about a year now. And I've been trying to become more consistent and more disciplined with regard to filming and posting videos. But honestly, I'm at a stage in my YouTube journey where I really just do appreciate being a very small YouTuber and the peace that I have at this stage on the journey, and the freedom that I have to kind of just show my work in public without a lot of pressure, right? I know that a lot of YouTubers, in particular, a lot of small YouTubers, really are working towards growing and becoming bigger and having more subscribers. And while I eventually do hope to get to a place where I desire that, to be completely honest, I really am enjoying the fact that it's just such a small group of us here, because I really do feel comfortable being able to do what I like to do without being concerned about meeting the needs and the demands of a large group of, say, thousands and thousands of subscribers. So if any of you have been playing with the idea of maybe starting a YouTube channel, and maybe one of your holdups is fear, right? Because you feel uncomfortable with the idea of putting yourself out in public, which definitely that's something I think all of us deal with. And definitely I do as well. Every time before I hit this record button, I'm thinking about that. But I'll just say, that one of the things that I really have appreciated over the course of this last year is that I haven't grown to be a big YouTuber, that there are not that many eyes upon me, to be honest. And it's really allowing me to ease into this idea of posting a video on this platform that is open to the public. So I just appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 200 of you who have subscribed and who are taking the time to watch me practice in public with this platform. Thank you. Thank you for watching my videos. And I really do appreciate your support and your willingness to leave a comment or two here and there. And I just look forward to this journey. So let's get into talking about vitamins, okay? Oh, I was gonna share with you too, one of the books that really helped me to kind of go ahead and decide to actually record a video and upload it as opposed to just thinking about doing YouTube was this book called Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. And he has a lot of great tips. And I would say you can apply that not only to YouTube, but anything you're thinking about doing. And you're kind of on the fence and trying to get from thinking about doing it to doing it. This is a really great resource. But talking about vitamins today. Let's talk about vitamins. So I came in from my walk, and so I was going through my vitamin drawer because I like to ensure that I have the vitamins that I enjoy taking during the winter, all enough stock of them. So let's share those with you, what I like to take and why. How about that? What I like to take and why. So one of the first ones, and I am going to be looking down because I have my drawer here. One of the first ones that I like to take is fish oil. And I can't say that I'm 100% consistent in taking this because these tablets are really big. And fish oil definitely has a very distinct fishy taste and potentially a fishy odor. So just be careful. So if I have something where I have to be talking in someone's face that day without a mask, I may consider taking these later in the day, towards the end of my day when I don't have to be talking in anybody's face. But I like to take this one, this omega-3. It's a triple strength fish oil. And this one actually has a little lemon thing on the label because it's like a lemon flavored fish oil. So it helps to curb some of the fishy taste of fish oil. But some of the reasons why I enjoy taking fish oil includes that it's healthy for your heart. So if you're someone who has issues with like heart issues in your family, cholesterol, those types of things, it's shown to be beneficial for that. It also, generally helps to lubricate your body, your joints, etc. It's supposed to be good for your eyes and your overall brain health, and may help to decrease inflammation. So that's one of the reasons why I like to try and take fish oil, in particular in the winter time, because of the benefits related to the joints. And also it's supposed to be good for your skin and your hair. Where I live here in the Midwest United States, it gets cold for several months out of the winter season. So we have winter, which kicks up right around like September to October and lasts all the way through May. And so generally my skin can get dry, my hair tends to get drier. So I like to be more disciplined about taking this in the winter months to help combat some of the dryness. And of course, I'm supposed to stay hydrated, but me, staying on the water, for me, it's always a struggle. I don't know how you do with drinking your water, but in particular when it's cold, I generally do better drinking water when it's warmer and when I'm more active, because then I'm sweating and I'm actually getting thirsty. But it's a little bit more challenging for me to stay consistent with drinking water if I'm sitting down more, not really active, not sweating, and not, becoming thirsty. I mean, some of y'all are good with it, and I appreciate y'all. We love you. Thank you. But some of us, for me, it's a constant work. I have to constantly be intentional about drinking enough water. It's not something that for me happens naturally. So next thing that I have on my list that I like to start taking right about this time of the year before we get into the fall, I'll start taking vitamin D. And this particular is vitamin D3, 5,000 international units. Of course, in the summer, I'm outside more, getting as much sun as possible. But in the winter, we're not going to have very much sun. So getting that vitamin D in is helpful. And for me, I feel like it helps me to transition into the season more easily, because we're going to lose a lot of daylight, a lot of sunshine, which generally makes me feel better. You know what I mean? Like, I feel more energetic. I feel my circadian rhythm in terms of my sleep-wake cycle, I feel is a lot better in the summer. In the winter, transitioning from summer to winter, I feel like as long as I'm on my vitamin D, my body handles it better, and I don't start having issues with sleep or lack of energy, or feeling the blues, the winter blues. As long as I'm on my vitamin D, I find that helpful. The next thing that I like to take is CoQ10. And really, I actually take that because my family has a history of high blood pressure. And CoQ10 is supposed to be really good in particular for people with a history of like heart things, and it's been shown to have benefits on blood pressure. So for me, based on my family history, I just like to try and take this consistently as possible to reduce the likelihood that I'm gonna have issues with high blood pressure. And of course, I do this in conjunction with exercising, trying to eat healthy, but we do what we can do with what we have. And so there are times when I'm more disciplined with exercising, there are times when I'm not, but I do feel that this helps. Next I have, and this one is relatively new for me in the last couple years, ginkgo biloba. You've probably heard of it based on what YouTube tells me my audience is. Ginkgo biloba is helpful for brain function, memory, and circulation. And so for me, I feel that this ginkgo biloba helps me to stay more mentally sharp, especially during the winter. I don't know, just generally during the winter, I kind of, maybe because it's cold and it's dark, feel a little more foggy. And this just helps me feeling a little bit more mentally sharp in the ways that I want to. So next I have, and actually I just took my last one today. Or actually I only have one more. So I have that on reorder. Next thing that I have is glucosamine chondroitin. And this one actually has turmeric and MSM in it as well. So glucosamine and chondroitin, you probably may already know this, but it's beneficial for joint health. So it helps to keep the joints healthy. And to be honest, I actually started taking this because being that I work in healthcare, I would see a lot of my older adult patients, let's say 60 plus years old. I would see some who take this and some who don't. And I had enough testimonials of the people who take this who find that it was really, really beneficial to their overall joint health. And so this is something that I kind of feel that anecdotally, based on my experience, a lot of people have positive benefits with their overall joints. I also find that for me personally, during the winter months is when I tend to get more into the gym as opposed to being outdoor. So summer, I always prioritize being outside. I don't necessarily in the summer times have a dedicated time of exercise outside of my daily walks and the times that I spend outside. But in the winter time, I tend to spend more dedicated time in the gym. And so what that means for me is I'm tending to do more lifting and more weight training. And so what I have noticed is that one of the reasons why I really like to take this in particular as we're getting into fall and winter months is that my joints recover more quickly and I don't have as much soreness and downtime when I start doing my weight training over the course of the winter. So I really have liked and have noticed benefits from using this when I do use it. And of course, in conjunction with staying very hydrated, generally drinking a lot of water helps me with my muscle recovery, but also this has helped as well. Zinc, I don't know, do you guys take zinc? So I really like taking zinc in the winter because of the immune system benefits. So zinc is actually one of the main ingredients that you'll see in a lot of the over-the-counter medications or supplements that fight colds and help to strengthen your immune system. The main ingredient in a lot of those things are going to be zinc. And so for me, being that I work as a nurse, I may tend to have a lot more contact if I'm physically in person with people who are ill, just based on the nature of my work. And so I do try and take zinc consistently, in particular if I have to have face-to-face contact with a lot of ill people. And for us here in this region, wintertime is cold, cough, and flu season. So sometimes I just have a lot of contact with lots of sick people, and I do find that this keeps me healthy. And I also like to drink some specific types of teas in the winter that I feel help as well. Rounding things up here, my final two, which I may not be replenishing today, but I at times I'll take B12 and B6. So I won't start this now, but I will tend to take B12 and B6 more so when my diet is meat free, when I'm not doing any meat or dairy. And that varies, but sometimes I'll have periods of time where I'm not eating meat. I go really, really heavily plant-based, and I don't miss out on meat necessarily, although my body doesn't like it long term. But for me, overall, if I'm not eating very much meat, then I'll make sure that I'm taking a B12 supplement. So anyways, I talked more about why I do eat meat, even though I really love the benefits of being plant-based nutritionally, but every body is different. And that's why one of the things I often talk about when I record videos and share videos is being very, very intentional about listening to your own body. Even if somebody is suggesting that you do things for the benefit of your health, make sure that you also prioritize listening to how your body responds, because every body is different. Not every body is going to be the same. I definitely learned that when I decided to go long-term without eating any meat. And I had done it several times before. It wasn't like the first time, but this more recently I did it for a longer or more extended period of time because I was completely comfortable not eating meat, but my body told me no. So anyways, I did record a video on that. I'll link it below if you're interested on why I'm not vegan anymore, and some of the things that happened to me as a result. But it may be something that works for you, or something that you implement periodically, because that's something that I like to do. I like to implement being plant-based at least periodically throughout the course of the year. Like the beginning of the year, I sometimes have a routine. Sometimes I just listen to my body and when I feel like I need a detox. But those are the vitamins that I like to take as we're coming up on the fall and winter. Are there any particular vitamins that you like to take, or have you seen any good results from any of these, or do you not take vitamins for any particular reason? But yeah, that's all I have, and I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that you find them helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.